Hello everyone, welcome to Analytics with Asmi.
Guys, banking is an industry driven by data where every transaction, customer interaction holds invaluable insights. Using data analysis, we can give actionable insight to these financial institutions to drive growth, mitigate risk, and to enhance customer experience.
I'm going to show you end-to-end journey of creating a portfolio project using Power BI specifically for banking industry. In this Power BI banking portfolio project, we are going to see data preparation, data modeling, DAX calculations, then how to create a beans and groups, then how to create a dynamic measures, how to create a dynamic dimensions, and data visualization with latest Power BI features. So let's dive in. So we are going to create this banking analysis dashboard today. Here you can see this is a main page and here you can see a dollar sign. So if you want to navigate to the menu page, you have to just press Ctrl and click this dollar. It will navigate to our menu page. In this menu page, you can see that I have created some buttons for all the 4 pages. So we are going to create all these 4 pages today. First is KPI analysis, second is customer analysis 1, customer analysis 2 and the trend analysis. Now if you want to move to the KPI analysis page, just press Ctrl and click this KPI analysis. Now here you can see that I have created some KPIs for this banking and the slicer, and also I have created some buttons to navigate the further pages. Now if you want to move to the customer analysis page 1, press Ctrl and click this. This is a customer analysis 1 page. Here I have created some pie charts and the column chart. Now if you want to move to the next page, just press Ctrl and click this. This is a customer analysis 2. Here I have created some slicers and here I have created age groups and bins. So in this video we will see how to create these bins and groups, and again we can see that here I have created some dynamic dimensions. Here you can see for the state, these are the different states, and for these states we have a total balance, average age, average balance and total customers. Now if we are clicking the marital status, now here you can see we are getting the values related to the marital status. If you are going to click the education, it's going to show all the values related to the education. So how to create these dynamic dimensions we are going to see in this video. Now if you want to move further to the trend analysis page, just press Ctrl and click this button. It will open our trend analysis page. Here I have used a latest Power BI card visual, which is a latest feature of a Power BI. Then also created some dynamic measures as a slicer to filter out our data. So if you are clicking on any measure, here you can see that our data is changing. Alright, then again I have used some time intelligence measure for calculating a MON change for customer and a balance, and also created again the buttons to navigate further back to our pages. So if you want to go back to our menu page, then just click Ctrl and press this icon. It will move to the menu page, and if you want to go to the main page, again just click this icon, Ctrl click, and it will move our main page. So this is how we have to create the whole banking analysis dashboard. So let's start. I have opened the Power BI desktop here. Now the first step is to import your data. So for importing the data, you have to go to your home and just click on this get data option. Here you will get the multiple options to import your data. Today we are going to import a CSV file. So I am going to click this text CSV. It will navigate to our data. Here you can see we have a bank data. Just click on this and open it. Now here you can see we have a data. We have a customer ID, full name, and different attributes like gender, age, job classification, marital status, education. So on the basis of this, we are going to find the trends and pattern in this data. Okay. Today we are not going to do any data transformation steps because we have taken the clean data here. Though we are going to create a dimension table further in this video. Okay. So I will skip the Power Query editor part and directly we will load the data in a Power BI desktop. So I will load this. Today we are going to focus on data visualization only. Now here you can see we are having this data. Now our next step is to create a DAX calculation, to create a data modeling and date table. So for that we'll go here to the data model. Here you can see that we have just one table. Now we have to add the date table here. We are going to create only month on month change here, as we are having only 2017 data. So for creating such time intelligence function, we need a date table. So to create a date table, you should be in this model view, and here in the home you will get this option new table. Just click on that. I have already created the DAX calculation. I have created the DAX code for the date table. So I will just copy paste it. So I have this date table, and I will copy this and I will paste it so that we will save a little time. Okay, and we'll enter it. Now we have created this date table. You can see here we are getting this date table. So guys, whatever things I'm going to use here for creating this dashboard, like background, icons, images, that calculation, date table code, all these things I will put in my Telegram channel. So if you want to recreate this, or if you want to follow along with me to create a portfolio project for your resume, please join my Telegram channel or WhatsApp channel. Link is given in the description box. Once we create this date table, we have to tell Power BI that it has to use this date table for all time intelligence function. So to mark it as a date table, you have to go to your table tools and just click on this mark as a date table. Okay, and here in a date column, here you will get option as a date. Select it and press OK. Now Power BI will consider this date table for all time intelligent functions. Now this is done. Now next step is to create a relationship. So here again go to the model view. Here we can see we have two tables, bank data and a date table. Now we have to create a relationship between these two tables. So here you can see this column date join. Just drag and drop on this date column. Now it will create one to many relationship between these two tables. Now relationship is also done. Now next step is to create a visualization in a report view. So first we will create our first page, which is a main page. So our main page is this. Here we are going to write bank analysis dashboard, and here we can see some icons are there and images there. So we will create first this page. Okay. So for that you go to your page 1. Okay. And here go to the format, and here click on this canvas background. Here in the image you have to add file. We are going to use this background one. Okay, click this and open it. Now here in the image fit, you are not going to see anything here unless and until you have to change it from image fit. You have to click as a fit and make a transparency as 0. Now here you can see we are getting the background image, right? Now next thing is we have to import the image and icons. So for that you go here in insert and just click on this add image, and here we are going to take the icons. We have to take this $sign. Okay, we keep it here. Then we need a bank sign. Okay, so we'll go here and again we'll take a bank sign. This is bank sign. Okay, and we'll copy and paste. We want to, and we need one image as well. So here this is the image. Okay, we'll keep this image here and we'll adjust it according to the background. Now here we can see we are getting this image. Now we have to put here the title. Okay, so we'll go here and here we'll put bank analysis dashboard. Okay, so write bank analysis dashboard. Okay, we have to adjust the all things, like we have to change the font. We'll change the font to 28. Okay, and we have to make this bold. Bank analysis dashboard. To adjust this we will again select this. We'll change the font, make it bold, and we'll change the color to dark blue. And here in the size and style, we have to put off the background. Okay, now here we can see we can increase the size if you want. Here we can keep 32. Okay, and let's adjust this little bit again, and we'll adjust little the images as well. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to give the action to this button, so it should navigate to the next page. So first we will create this. We'll write here as a main page, and we'll create a second page as a menu page. Here we'll write menu page. So and we will give this, we have to give the action to this button. So here if you click on this, go to the format, and here in the action just click turn it on, and in the type you have to do page navigation, and you have to give destination as a menu page. Okay, so once you click this, now if you press Ctrl and click, it is moving to the menu page. So this is done. Now we are going to create the second page, which is a menu page. So we are going to create this page. So here we have a background with these coins and all these 4 buttons we have to create for each page. Okay, let's create this. For menu page, again we have to take first background. So here in the format, you go to the canvas background. Here again insert a file. So we'll take a background number 2, which is this. Okay, click on this, open it, and again you have to make the transparency as 0 and make it as fit. Now here you can see we are getting the background. Now we have to create a 4 buttons here. So for that again we have to insert the shapes here. So we are going to take this rounded rectangle. Okay, so let's take this here. First we will change the color of this button. So again go to the format here. So we are in the format only, and here in the shape and style, here go to the fill, and here instead of this color we are going to take this gray color. Okay, yeah, so this is our gray color, and now we have to create 4 more buttons. So we'll copy paste this, copy paste 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, and we have to import one image as well. So again we'll go here and we'll take this image. Okay, and we'll keep it here. Okay, this is done. Now we have to write the title. We have to give the title for all these buttons. So we'll go here and add the text, and for adding the text here we want the first is KPI analysis. So I will increase the font to 20 and make it bold, and we'll change the we'll turn off the background again here. Okay, and we'll change color to blue, dark blue. Okay, now we'll take this and we'll keep it here. You can increase the font little bit. Instead of 20 we'll take 24. Okay, now we will copy paste this text as well. So Control C, Control V, we'll do it for 4 times. Control V and Control V. Okay, now we will change the name. Here we want customer analysis. So customer analysis 1. Okay, and here, okay, here we will have to write customer analysis 2. Customer analysis 2. Okay, and here we have to write, and here we have to write train analysis, right? So we have to write train analysis. Now we have to adjust this little bits. Okay, now I have adjusted the text. Now we have to align all these buttons properly. So you have to select it, select the first button, then select the rest by pressing Control. Okay, select all these button, go to the format here and go to the align, and here distribute vertically. Okay, and that's it. Now it is arranged vertically and it is aligned now. Now we have to give action to all these button and this image. Okay, so for that, for this image, what we are going to do, if we clicking on this image, it will going back to the main page. Okay, so we'll select this and go to the format here in the action, turn it on and go to the type in page navigation, and here destination should be main page. Now if we click on this, if you press Control and click, it is navigating to the main page. So it's working fine, perfectly fine. Now we have to give action for all these button as well. So for that we have to create first pages. So for KPI analysis we are going to write here KPI. Then the next page will be customer analysis. So I am writing here CA1. Okay, and for customer analysis 2. Okay, and next page will be trend analysis. So here I am writing trend. Okay, now we'll go to the main page here, menu page, and here we'll select this and go to the action, turn it on. Okay, go to the page navigation. Here in the destination you have to go to the KPI. Okay, this is done. Now next for this, select this, go turn it on action, go to the page navigation, and here we have to select the destination as CA1, customer analysis 1. Okay, same for the customer analysis 2, select it, turn it on, go to the page navigation. Here we have to select the CA2, customer analysis 2, and for the trend analysis last page, select this, turn it on, go to the page navigation, and destination should be trend. Okay, now let's see if it's working or not. If I am clicking on this KPI analysis, Control click, it is going to the KPI. Okay, so it's working perfectly. Now our next page is third page, which is a KPI analysis page. Here we have to create a bank balance. So we have to create a KPI for all the bank balance. So let's create this page now. So here we want first background, and we have to put some cards here, one slicer, buttons, and some images. Okay, so let's create this. For creating a KPI card for all balance, we need to create for measures. So for creating a measures, first we will create a measure table. So here in the table view, we will go in a table tools, and here we'll create a new table and we'll name it as measure. We'll put all the measures here is equal to blank, L and K, blank, and we'll put this in flower bracket. Enter. Now we have created the measure table here. Here you can see that we have a measure table. Now we will add all our measures here. Okay, so first measure we are going to create is total balance. So here I have already created it. I will just paste it here. It is a total balance. It is a total balance is equal to sum of balance. Okay, which is present in the our main table bank data. Okay, hit enter. Now total balance is created. Now next we have to create is a male balance and female balance. How much it is for the male and how much it is for the female. So here we are going to use a calculate function. So to calculate a male balance, again we are going to create a new measure. Create a new measure and we'll give a name it as a male balance. Okay. So I am copy pasting it. Now here you can see that male balance is equal to, we are using the calculate function. Okay, calculate the total balance and filter we are providing gender is equal to male. Okay, as we are finding it for the male. Okay, hit enter. Now it is done. We have created for the male balance. Similarly, we'll create for the female balance. Okay, we'll copy paste here, and instead of male here I am going to write female, and here also instead of male here I am going to write a female. So we are going to calculate the balance for a female customers. Okay, hit enter. Now third measure is done, and next is house owner balance and a renter balance. So for that we are going to use the column here is a home loan. So if you go to the data here you can see that house loan. So house loan yes and house loan no. So those who are having yes means they are having the own house, and those who are having no, they are rented. So we have to find the balance for both. So again we will create a new measure here. Okay, go to the measure table and here again create a new measure. We are going to find it for house owners. So who are having the home loans, we will consider it as a house owners. So here we have written as house owner balance is equal to, here again we are using the calculate function, calculate the total balance where the house loan is equal to yes. Okay, hit enter. Now we are getting a house owner balance. Similarly we will do for renter balance. Again we'll go to the measure table and we'll create a new measure for renter balance. Okay, copy paste. Here again we are using the calculate function, can calculate the total balance, filter using house loan is equal to no. Hit enter. Now we are done with the all 5 KPI cards. Okay, so we are going to create all these 5 cards. So we'll go to our new page again. Here we want a background. Again we'll go to the format here and open this canvas background and add a file. Import a file. Here we are going to use the background number 3. Open it and here we'll make it fit and transparency 0. Yes. Now we have to put all the cards over here. Okay. So for card we are going to use a November 2023 update. So we'll select this new card. Okay. Select this card. Okay. Now we'll add the total balance here. Okay. And now this is the total balance. Now we'll format it. Go to the format here. Here in the size and style, turn off the background. Here in the shape we want a rectangle only. In the call out value here we'll keep as a semi bold. Okay, and keep it 30. We'll change the color as gray, and what else, total units it should be in millions, and we'll keep it for 2 digits. Okay, then for label it is on, we'll keep it 13. We'll change it to semi bold here, and we'll change color to light blue here. Okay, now in the cards we'll open this fill and we'll turn off this fill. Okay, so it will become a no background. Okay, now what else is remaining here, we have to add image here. So you will get an option as image here. Just open it. Here in the image turn it on, and here in the image type keep image, and here add a file. Here we are going to use the image as this save money. Okay, now it came, so we have to make it fit here, and we want to keep it on the left hand side. Okay, like this. So we are done with this KPI card. Okay, same we have to create other 4. So what we will do now, we will just copy paste it. Copy paste 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just we'll change the measures here. So this is total balance. One will keep for the mail. So we'll open it. Instead of this total balance, we are going to put a mail balance. Open the measure. Here select the mail balance. Okay. Now for this we want a female balance. So here instead of this we are going to take a female balance. Okay. Here female balance. Yes. Now next for this card we are going to use instead of this we are going to use a house owner balance. Okay, and here we are going to use renter balance. Click this. Instead of this going to use the renter balance. Okay, now we have to change the images as well. So for male balance, what image we have kept, let me check. Okay, male and female. Okay, so for male we are going to take this is a male. So we'll go to the format here, and here we are going to add the image. Go to the image part. Here instead of this we are going to take male. This is male. Okay, so again make it fit and then keep it left only, and the rest is fine. Okay, so same thing we are going to do for rest of the cards. Okay, let's do it. I have added all images here, and I have added this title bank balance here. Okay, now let's import the icons here. Again we want here the dollar sign. So we are going to take this. Okay, and we'll minimize this and we'll put here Control C, Control V. We'll add all this here. Control V, like this. Control V, Control V. Okay, and here also we want image. So bank balance, so we are taking this image. Okay, so just minimize this and keep it here. Or we'll keep it here. Now here we want one slicer and one page navigation page. So again we'll take a shape here and we'll keep it like this. We'll extend it like this, and here we are going to put different icons here like this. So we have to add these all icons here. Okay, and add this slicer. So this slicer is education, so we'll add this slicer here. Okay, let's do it. To save a little time, I have added all these icons here and this slicer for education. Okay, and I have added this KPI analysis title over here. Okay, now we have to give action to all this button again. So I will show you just one how we are going to do that. Just select the icon and go to the action and turn it on, and here go again to page navigation, and it will navigate to customer 1. So we'll take a customer 1 here and it's done. Okay, we have to do this for the rest of the icons. Okay, we have to do action for all these 3. Okay, let's do it now. Now I have given action to all these buttons, so we are done with this page. Now we are heading to the next page, which is this the customer 1 page. Okay, now here we can see we have a background, again the icons and some charts. Let's do it. First let's add the background. We'll go here browse, and here we'll take our background is this. Okay, and make it fit and transparency 0. Okay, now we are going to add here the charts. So here we are going to use the donut chart. Okay, so here in a data we are going to take gender and total balance. Okay, now let's format it. So first we will turn off the background. Okay, then for the title we are going to write here as by gender. Okay, and here we'll take a semi bold, we'll keep a same format, and instead of this we are going to use light blue color by gender. Then in the legend we don't want legend. For the slices we can change the color for this to pink. Okay, and for the detail labels we'll keep it outside, and instead of label content will take category label with percentage of total. Okay, we'll change the value color as well. Here we'll take a gray color. Now this is done, first chart is done. So we have to create 3 more chart like this, 2 more chart like this. So we'll copy paste. Okay, copy paste. So for the second pie chart we are going to create a total customer here. Okay, so we create a new measure. Okay, for total customers present in a bank. So we'll copy paste here the DAX function. Here we have used the count rows function. We are counting all the rows which are present in the bank data. Okay, so let's enter this and we are getting the major. Now we are going to add the total customers here. So we'll go here, instead of this gender we will add here the marital status. Okay, and in this, instead of this total balance we are going to take the total customer measure. So total customer measure. Okay, this is done. Now we can change we can change the color of this. Okay, so instead of this title we are going to write here the marital status. Okay, and we'll change the color of the slices. So here instead of this orange blue color we'll take pink, and rest is fine, I think so. Okay, and here for the third chart we are going to take, instead of this gender we are going to take the job classification. Okay, so job classification and total balance. Here again we have to change the slice color. Title also, instead of this we are going to write the job by job, and here for color, instead of this blue we are taking pink color. Okay, now here in the middle we have to put the card. So here we are taking a total balance, so we have to write a total balance here. So again we'll take a new card, normal card. Okay, and here we'll add a total balance we are going to add here. Okay, we'll do formatting, category label we want it, and call out value we'll keep it 20. Okay, we'll turn off the category label as well, and we'll turn off the background. Here we'll turn off the background and we'll change the value color to light blue. Okay, we'll minimize this. Okay, and put it inside this like this. We can change the decimal point. Here we can keep it 0. Okay, now I'm going to add a card for this total customer and total balance. Okay, so let's do it. Now let's add the icons here. So we'll go to the insert and we'll take a icon for male and female. So this is for male. Okay, and we'll take this and we'll keep it here, and we'll take it for female as well. For female, this is the for female. Okay, likewise I have downloaded many icons for all these attributes. Okay, so let's import all these icons here and we'll put here for the rest of the pie charts. Okay, now I have added all the icons here. Now we are going to create a column chart for loan defaulter. Okay, so let's go to home, go to the gallery, and here we'll take a column chart here, cluster column chart, and here we are going to take in here loan defaulter. Okay, here in the y-axis we are going to take a major, total customers, and here in the legend also we are going to take the loan defaulter. So that we will get a different color for yes or no. Okay, now let's format this. Okay, let's copy paste this if it's possible. Formatting, yes, we can do that. So let's format it little bit. Total customer by loan defaulter. So instead of this, we'll change the title as only loan defaulter. Okay, instead of we'll remove all this loan defaulter. Okay, and we don't want the grid lines here. So for the x-axis, we want color, we'll take little gray color here, and title, we don't want it title here. And for the y-axis also we will do same thing. So here we, for values, we are going to change it to gray color, and here don't want title, and we don't want a grid lines here. So we'll turn off and we'll change the column color. Instead of this blue we are going to take pink. Okay, one more chart we are going to create, column chart. Here we have taken the marital status by customer. So here we are going to take a marital status by total balance. Okay, so instead of this we'll go here, and here we are going to take a marital status. So we'll go here, instead of this we'll take this, and here total customer we don't want. Instead of this we are going to take total balance. So this is for total balance, and we don't want this. Okay, and if we want we can change the color of this, all these three. We can add this marital to the legend so that it will come with a different color.
Now again in a similar way, we'll add the icons to these two charts. Okay.
Now I have added all the icons here. Okay, similarly I have added all these icons on the left hand side in a similar fashion, and added the title. Now let's move to our next page, which is a customer analysis 2 page. Okay, so we are going to create this customer analysis 2 page. Here we have created the buckets, here we have created the bins, and here we are using the dynamic measures. Here we have to create two more measures, which is average age and average balance. Let's create it. First we have to take the background. So here we'll go to our format, and the canvas background. Here we are going to select the color. So if you go here for the blue, you can see that we can take this color. Okay, and here again we have to make the transparency as 0, so it will come a navy blue color. Okay, now next we are going to create, here we have to create this table. We are going to use here the matrix, and here we are going to use the average age and average balance. So we have to create these two measures first. So what we'll do here, we'll go to the data, go to the measures, and here we are going to create new measure for average age and average balance. So I am just copy pasting it. Here we are using a simple measure, which is average of the age. Okay, let's enter this. Now it's created. Now let's create a average balance similar way. Again go to the measures here and create a new measure. And now we'll create a average balance. Here we are going to use the balance column. So I'm copy pasting it, and here we are using the average function, average of a balance column. Okay, let's enter it. Now our measures are done. Now if you can see here, these are the dynamic measures. So if you are clicking on any attribute here, you can see that the value is changing. Okay, so we have to create this. So for that we have to create one dimension table. Okay, so for that in that dimension table there should be these 5 columns: education, gender, job classification, marital, and state. Now let's create it. Okay, so for that go to our Power Query editor. Here go to home, and here go to Power Query editor. For we can use to transform data. Otherwise, second option is here, you go and do the edit queries. Okay, Power Query editor will get open. Now here we have our data. Okay, let's duplicate this data because we have to create a dimension table. I'm duplicating it, and let's name this as dimension, or dim as a dimension. So here we are going to keep the customer ID. Okay, then gender we want. Okay, select this. Then age we don't want, we want the state. Okay, select all the columns which are required. Then we need a job classification. Press control and select all these columns. Then we want a marital status and the education. Okay, rest of the columns we don't want it. Okay, now we have to remove the other columns. Click left, and here you will get the option remove other columns. Yes, now here you can see that we are getting all the columns which are needed. Now we have to do unpivoting here. For unpivoting, what we can do here, select all the column except the customer ID. Okay, so I am selecting all the columns here by pressing control. I am selecting all the columns here. Okay, and here in a transform you will get option as unpivot the columns. Now here you can see it is unpivoted. Here you can see that we have a attribute gender, state, job classification, marital status, education. Okay, and here we are getting the values here. Okay, here we can change it to the name. Okay, and it's done. So this is our dimension table. We are going to use this for creating that slicer. Okay, now let's close this. Go and do close and apply. Now we can see that our dim table is ready here. Okay, here we can see that if you open this, we have a customer ID, name, and value. Okay, now let's create the matrix first. So for creating the matrix, go to the visual gallery. Here you have to select the matrix. So this is a table and this is the matrix. You have to select matrix. Okay, and here you have to take the columns. Which columns we are going to take? Total balance, average age, average balance, and total customer. Okay, so we are going to take total balance, average age, average balance, and total customers. Okay, so these columns we are going to create it. And here in the matrix we are going, in a row we are going to add the value. Okay, now here you can see that we are getting all the values here. Okay, but we don't want it. So for that we are going to create here the slicer. So for slicer, go here again and create a slicer. We'll take a slicer, normal slicer here. Okay, and here we are going to use the open this data, and here we are going to use the values, name. Okay, so we will format it. Go to the format, and here for the slicer setting we want a tile format. Okay, we got it in tile. Yes. Okay. Now if you are selecting the education here, if we are getting the education here, we are getting the gender, job classification, marital status, and state. Now we have to just format it. Okay, so first let's format this. Okay, so we don't want a slicer header here. We don't want a background even. Then for the color, what we are going to use, the color blue color we are going to use. So for the selection, we are going to use, for the selection we are going to use the single select. Okay, then for slicer, for values we are going to use this, and for the background we are going to use the blue color, little dark color. Okay, which color we are going to use here? Faint blue we are going to use. So we are going to use this, and here in the font we are going to use the dark one. Yeah, so this is done for the slicer. Okay, now we'll format this table. Okay, so again go to this format, open it. Here we don't want a background. Okay, we don't want a shadow, visual border, we don't want it, all these things we don't want. Then for style, it's default, we keep it none. Okay, and here for the grid, horizontal we'll keep it. Okay, vertical will turn off. And here in the options we can increase the padding. Okay, like this we can increase it. We'll keep it 10. And font size we can make it 12. Okay, and here we'll change the text color to blue. Okay, and alternate text color to blue. And we don't want a total, column total, row total, we don't want it. Okay, then row headers, column headers we are going to keep orange, light orange color. And here in a row we are going to use, this is a column, and for a row headers we are going to use the pink color. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so this is our table and this is our slicer. Okay, now if you are selecting any attribute here, it's gonna change like this. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to create a this age bins here. For creating the age bin, what you have to do, visual gallery here and select a cluster column chart. Okay, now here we are going to take here the age. Okay, and here in the value we are going to take a total customers. Okay, now here you can see we are getting a chart like this. Okay, but we have to create a age bins of a difference of 5 because lower value is 15 and higher value is 64. So we are going to create a bins for 5 difference. Okay, so for that what we can do here, we'll go here in the data and in the age click these 3 dots. Here you will get the option as create group, new group. Okay, just click on that. Here you can see it will open this page. Here you have to write a name, so I am keeping the age bins only, and here you will get a bin type. So here you will get two options, size of bins and number of bins. So if you want to have a 12 bins or 10 bins, you can select the number of bins. Now here I am going to use the size of bin. I will keep a bin size as 5. Okay, And here we can see we have a minimum value is 15 and maximum value is 64. Okay, so it might create near about 10 bins. Okay, so let's click OK here. Okay, and after that go again in the more options, and instead of this age, now we are going to take the age bins which is created. Yes, now here you can see we are getting the age bins with difference of 5, and near about 10 columns we are getting it. Okay, so here we have created the age bin like this. Now we have to format this. For formatting again, we'll go to our format. We'll for background title customers by age. So here we'll delete this total, and we don't want bins here as well, so we'll delete that. Okay, and we'll keep it in the middle, and we'll keep change the color to light blue. Okay, we don't want a background here, turn off the background. Okay, we don't want the grid lines. For the x-axis, for the values we are going to change it to gray color again. Yeah, and for the title we can keep it off. Okay, and for the y-axis also we are going to change the values for a gray color. Okay, here also we'll switch off the title. So do we have it here? We don't want title here. And what else we can do here? We don't want the grid lines, so turn off the grid lines, and we can turn on the data labels. Okay, and we'll change the color of that as well. Value for the data label will keep it same, light blue. Okay, and here grid lines, horizontal, vertical grid lines we have to put off. Horizontal is off, vertical is also off. Okay, and we can change the color of that columns also. Okay, that if you want to do, you can change the color of that column as well. So here instead of this we'll take the lighter one, this one. Okay, this is looking much better. Okay, so we are done with these two charts. Now we have to create here these two slicer. One, this is for the job, and this is for the gender, and again we have to add the title here and this bar. Okay, let's do this. Now here you can see I have added the slicers here, added the title and all the buttons again. I have given action to this all button in a similar way. Okay, now if you're clicking on any of these slicer, here you can see the data is changing. Okay, so all these are working perfectly, and this slicer is also working. Now we have to put a background like this. Okay, here we have kept one background, so we have to add here. So for that, what we can do here, again we'll go to insert, and here we'll select a shape here. So any shape you can select. I'm again selecting this rounded one. Okay, just cover both the visuals. Okay, along with the slicer, make it little. Okay, this is now here you have to change the color of this. So here in the shape and style, we will change the color of this. So we'll take the another color. Let's take the color little darker one. So we'll take this color. Okay, and once this is done, go to the format. In the format, here you will get a option as send backward. Okay, and then go to send to back. Yes, now here you can see that we are getting the color. So if we make it little darker, it will be more easy. So we'll select again, and we'll change the color to little darker. Yeah, this is better. Okay, now this is done. So we don't want a border here. If you want a border, you can keep it. Border is not looking good, so we can remove this. So we don't want border here. Now here you can see that now it's looking better. So our customer analysis 2 pages done. Now we are going to create a trend analysis page. So we have to create a page like this. Okay, we are going to create a page like this. Now let's create it. In this page we are going to use this time intelligence function. Okay, month of month change. So let's create it first. Okay, so we'll go to our page here and we'll create a measure. We'll go to the data. Okay, let's close this. Here we'll take a new measure and we are going to calculate the first amount change. So we are going to calculate it for customer. Okay, so we are going to use for customer MOM. We have created here the two variables. Okay, then we have used the calculate function and date add function to create a MOM change. Okay, let's enter this. Okay, here we are getting the general. Let's convert it to the percentage. Okay, it's done. Now similar fashion we are going to calculate for the balance MOM. Okay, for this also we are going to use the same formula. So we'll create a new measure again and we'll use the same formula. We'll use a date add and calculate function. Okay, I'm copy pasting and hit enter. Okay, now we have created a measure. Now let's take a background. So we'll go to the format first. Here in the canvas background, let's take a background. We'll go here, take a blue color again, and here we are going to take this light color. Okay, and make a transparency as 0. Now our background is created. Now next thing we are going to create this card visual. Okay, we are going to use a new card here. So here we are taking total balance, total customer, average age and average balance. Okay, so let's create it. We'll go here and go to the visual gallery. Here we'll take a new card visual here. Okay, we'll keep it here and here we are going to add the all our KPIs. So total balance, average age, average balance and total customers. Okay, we have created all these 4. Now let's format this. Okay, for formatting go here and we don't want again the background off. Okay, so we don't, for the title also we don't have. For shape we can take a snip tap both sides. Okay, here we can change the here we can make a 25, make it 25. Okay, like this. Now for the layout we'll take a horizontal 5 and here if you want to no, keep it 5 only. In the call out value we'll take for total balance first. Okay, we'll select one by one. We'll select for the total balance first. So for font we are going to keep the semi bold and here we are going to keep 25. Okay, and color we are going to take a dark blue here. So we'll take a dark blue only. Okay, and for total balance it's a gray color I think. Then here units we'll keep it in millions and we'll keep it 0. Okay, yeah. And for the label we'll take different color. We'll take orange. Okay, and we'll make it semi bold again. Okay, this is done. Now next we are going to take, here we have to take the average age. So we are going to use the same format here again. Semi bold, keep it 25, make it blue, then units 38, you can keep it 0. Okay, average age. Then here for the label we are going to use the semi bold and take a orange color. That's it. Now for next, again we have to do for same for the average balance and total customer. Let's do it. I have done same formatting for all these four. Okay. Then I have decreased again the space between this card. Earlier it was 6, near about 6. So I have decreased it to 1. Okay. Then next you have to do, you have to go to the cards here, open it, and here you have to open this fill and turn it off. Okay. And next, if you want to keep the border, you can keep, otherwise you can turn it off. Okay, I'm keeping it. And next we have to add the ascent bar, turn it on. Okay, and we have to keep it left only, and we can increase the width. So I'm keeping it 6. Okay, so we can change the color of the border as well. We can make it dark blue. Okay, so it will be little prominent. Okay, this is done. So we have done this with this card. Here one adjustment we can do here, like if we select this again. Okay, and here if we go, yeah, here in the series, select all and make it in the middle. Okay, that's it. So we are done with this card. Now next thing we have to do here is, in the trend analysis, we have to create these 4 pie charts along with these dynamic measures. So you can see that here in the 4, in this slicer we have added the measures. So if you want to create like this, you have to create one table here. Okay, so here you can see that here we have created one table which is a selection table. Here you can see here we have a measure and one column which is SO. Okay, if I open this, you can see here. So we have a measure, all the 4 measure and serial number 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will create this table. Okay, so to create a table like this, we'll go to our file here, and here we'll go to the create table. Here we create new table. Here we'll give a name as a measure. Okay, and here we are going to write balance, balance. Balance. Then next we are going to do average balance. Third one is number of customer, and fourth one is average age. Here we have to write the serial number SO, and we are going to write 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and just load this. We will give the name as a selection table. Okay, and just load it. Now once it is done, you can see the table over here. Here you can see we got a table measure and SO. Okay, now let's create the charts first. So we have to create 4 pie charts. So first chart will be this by gender, by education, by state, and by marital status. Let's create it fast. To create a measure for this, so again we'll go to the measure table here and just create a new measure for the selected value. Okay, as we are going to select it from the slicer, we are going to use here the selected value. Okay, so here what selected value is doing, it will return a value when there is only one value in a specified column, otherwise will return the alternate value. So here whatever selection will do in a slicer, it will select it, otherwise it will give you the balance. Okay, so let's enter this. Now our measure is created. Now again we have to create one more measure for the logic. Okay, so we are going to create one more measure which is a logic measure. Okay, create a new measure, and here we are going to use a switch function. Okay, now here you can see I have used a switch function. It is switching. It works similar with the like the if and else condition clause. Only difference is it returns a different result depending on the value of expression. Okay, so here you can see we have different expressions for the all the measures. So if we are selecting the balance, it will give the balance. If you are selecting the average balance, it will show the average balance. Same for the number of customer and average age, and else it will return a total balance. So it will define the different execution part depending on the condition of an expression what we have selected on a slicer. Okay, now let's execute this. Here we need instead of this, here we should write the number of customers. Okay, and let's execute this now. Okay, once this is done, here we can see we have both the measures. Now let's create the charts. So for that we'll go to the home, and here we are going to create a normal pie chart. Okay, so we'll take it, and here we are going to take here legend as a gender. Okay, we'll take gender, and here in the values we are going to take the logic measure. We are going to take a logic measure. Now let's format it first. Okay, we don't want a background. Okay, we don't want a legend. Here with the title we want just by gender. Okay, and here we'll take a semi bold. We'll keep it uniform for all the charts. Okay, and text text color, I think we should take a dark one. And what else we can change? The divider spacing, slicer, yeah, we can change the color of the slice. So here we are going to take the orange one. Okay, and or orange one, or we'll keep it dark blue only. Okay, we'll keep it dark blue. Okay, like this. And detail labels we are going to keep category with a percentage, like this. Okay, now we are going to create for the education state and for marital status. So I will copy paste this. Okay, and we'll create the 4 chart pie chart similarly. Now you can see I have created the 4 pie charts in a similar way, and I've changed the color of the slices. Okay, now we have to create a slicer for the major. So for that again we'll go to the visual gallery, and here we will select our slicer. Okay, and in this slicer we are going to take a major. So now it will act dynamically. Okay, so we'll go here in the build visual, and here we'll add our selection table. We'll select this major which we have created. Here we have to do formatting. We don't want a background here, and the slicer setting we are going to use the tile one. Okay, now let's make it bigger. We don't want slicer header. Okay, values we can change it. We can change to the darker one. Okay, we can change it to semi bold. Can increase the font size little bit, and here is background. We can change the background color as well. We will keep it the dark one. We will keep it the lighter one. Okay, like this. So we have created. Now if you are using this, any of this, now here you can see that it's gonna change it. Okay, like this it's going to change. So we are done with this chart. Now we can arrange it, we can align it properly. Okay, so that it should look good. Okay, now we are done with this. What else we have to create? Now we have to create this too. So here we are using the month on month change of a customer, and here month on month change of a balance, and here we have taken the total customer as a card, and month on month change, here we are using the time intelligence function. So here we have to create again the two measure. for month on month customer and for month on month balance. So let's create it first. We have already created this balance MOM and customer MOM. Here we can see that here we have used the calculate function and we use the date add function to calculate the month on month change. Similarly, we have calculated for customer month on month change. So here we are calculating a total number of customer month on month. Here also we have used the calculate and date add function. Okay, now let's create a visual. First we are going to create a line chart. So we'll take a no, we are going to use the area chart here. So instead of this we are going to use the area chart. Okay, and here we are going to take a month. Okay, so we'll use our date dimension table. Here we are going to take the month name and then we are going to take a total customers. Okay, now here we are getting it. Now if you want to change it, we'll change it to the sort axis ascending order. Now here we can see that it's coming as February Jan. Again we will arrange it sort axis using the month name. Yeah, now here you can see that we got it. Now let's format it. So for formatting, again we'll turn off the background. Okay, and we don't want the axis heading, we don't want it. So here we have a total customer by month, we don't want it. So we don't want the title here, we turn it on. For x-axis we don't want title, turn it off. For y-axis also we don't want the values as well and we don't want the title as well. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to create here the card for total customer. So we'll go here, select our new card visual. Okay, and here we are going to take the total customer. So here we'll add the major total customers. Okay, now let's do some formatting. We don't want it background. Here we'll keep it layout same. Call out value we can change it to 30 and here we can keep it semi bold and we can change the color to dark blue. Okay, then what else we can do here? We label we want it, so label color we can change it to again blue and we can make it semi bold again here. And for the for fill color we don't want it, make it off, and we want a accent bar, we don't want border as well here, and we will add the accent bar here, turn it on. And let's take a blue color and make a 6 pixel or we'll keep it 4 is also fine. Now let's adjust this and in similar way we are going to add the MOM change. So I will copy pasted here. Okay, and instead of this we are going to add the our major, which is MOM change for the customer. Okay, and here the accent bar will change the direction. So we'll go to the accent bar directly and here we are going to keep it on the right side. Okay, now you can see that this is done. We are done with the card. Okay, similarly we are going to create it for the month on month change balance. Okay, here we don't want the name of the x-axis, so here for the x-axis title we don't want. We can change the values, we can change the value color here, we'll keep it dark blue. Okay, similarly we are going to create it for the balance, control C, control V. Okay, we are going to create it similarly. Instead of this month name we want it, but here we want a total balance. So we are going to take a major, and here we'll take a total balance. Okay, and here also, instead of this total customer, we want a total balance here. We'll take it and Control C, Control V. Here we want a MOM balance. So instead of this, we are going to take the total balance here. Go to major, take total balance, and here instead of this customer MOM, we are going to take a balance MOM. Okay, go here and take a balance MOM. Now this is done. Now we have to what we have to create here. Now here we have to create one slicer for the quarter. Okay, here you can see that for the quarter also we have created the slicer, and we have added these icons, and I have added the title and this icon. So let's do this. Finally, we are done with this page. Here I have created the slicer for the quarters, and I have added these icons, and I given the action to all these icons. Okay, now here one thing is remaining, like we can add here the icons. Okay, so for that again, instead of that, what we can do here, we'll go here in the menu page. Here we have already created the, no, not in the menu page, in the KPI we have created this dollar sign. Okay, so we can copy this and we can paste here. Okay, like this, or we can keep it here. Control C, Control V. Like this, we can give Control V and Control V. So finally, we are done with our dashboard. We have created all the 6 pages here. First was the main page, then menu page, KPI page, customer analysis 1, customer analysis 2, and the trend analysis. So this is how we have completed the banking domain project. Hope you like this project and you have learned something new. If you have any comments or doubts, you can put in the comment box. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.